Try not to worry, folks, there's still plenty of football to be played this summer as the Euro 2020 qualifying campaign gets into top gear. That's right, folks, back once again with another video, this time taking a look at Matchday number 3, part 2 in the European 2020 qualifying campaign, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button, keep your bang up to date with all things Euro 2020 qualifying campaign, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all hear under one roof. Now, before we jump into Matchday number 3, part 2, we're also going to take a look back at those Matchday number 2, part 2 and 3, whatever it was, the last time these teams were, or these nations were in action. We're going to take a look at those results and, of course, compare them to my predictions before we get into this weekend's, or this Matchday number 3, part 2. So I'm looking forward to these games, obviously. Hopefully there's plenty of goals to get excited about, and we've also got the old Nations League knocking on our doors as well. So lots of football to be had, but let's waste no more time and get stuck in. Okay, folks, all the way back in March, these games took place, and I had my predictions. If you want to check out the original video, there should be a link, hopefully, in the description down below. But anyway, just trust me on this one. Trust me. So Northern Ireland took on Belarus all the way back in March, and that ended up as actually scored a 2-1 win in favour of Northern Ireland. I've actually gone these about the different way. Actually, it was a 2-1 win, so I got that one bang on the nose. Meanwhile, the Dutch took on the Germans in the battle of the European giants. Obviously, the Dutch busy with Nations League right now. They took on Germany, and I actually called it as a 2-1 win for the Dutch, but I got it absolutely wrong, folks. It ended up as a 3-2 victory for Germany in the end. Meanwhile, Wales took on Slovakia over in Group A, E, and I actually saw it as a 2-2 draw going in favour of, well, nobody, because it was a draw. But in the end, it was a 1-0 victory for Wales. Ryan Giggs' boys continuing a good start for them this qualifying campaign. Meanwhile, Hungary took on Croatia, obviously World Cup finalists. Actually, saw it was a 2-2 draw, folks. But in the end, the World Cup finalists lost to Hungary. That's right. Bit of a surprise on the cards there. Over in Group H, Turkey took on Moldova, and I actually saw this as a 4-0 victory for Turkey. And as you can tell from the yellow indication, I got this one bang on the nose, boys and girls. Meanwhile, also in Group H, Andorra took on Albania, and that ended up as a 3-0 victory for Albania. And guess what? You know what it is. I got it bang on the flipping nose. 3-0 victory for Albania in the end. Also in Group H, a lot of goals in this one. France took on Iceland, and France World Cup champions, of course, 4-1 victors in the end. Actually, it was a 4-0 victory in the end for France. So again, not too shabby indeed. Obviously, there is a bit of a red splurge further up that table, but ultimately not too shabby indeed. Over in Group I, obviously Scotland lost to Kazakhstan, but will Russia do the same? Of course not. 2-1 victory for Russia is what I predicted. In the real world, it was actually a 4-0 victory for Russia over in Kazakhstan, while Scotland did take on San Marino, and this was the last job, or the last game for Alex McLeish, but he still managed to get a victory. I actually saw it was a 3-0 victory for Scotland, but in the end it was a 2-0 win. So 3 valuable points for Scotland, but is damage already done? We'll have to wait and see with matey boy Clark coming in to hopefully turn the corner, turn the big old Titanic around. Meanwhile, Cyprus took on Belgium. Obviously, the Belgium hotly fancy. Actually saw this as a 3-1 win for Belgium, and in the end it was a 2-0 victory for Belgium over in Cyprus. Armenia took on Finland, and again, I saw this as a 2-1 win. In the end, it was a 2-0 victory for Finland, so not too shabby. Bosnia against Greece ended up, well, I actually saw it was a 2-0 victory for Bosnia, but it ended up 2-2 in the end, 4 goals in it. A valuable away point for Greece. And Italy took on Liechtenstein and ended up, that's why I saw a 4-0 victory, but in the end, it was a 6-0 drubbing for Italy. So what has that done for the tables? Well, here are some of those. Northern Ireland currently top their pops with 6 points out of 6. Germany and the Dutch hot on their heels. Obviously, Germany only played the one game so far. Estonia and Belarus yet to get off the mark in their group. Meanwhile, Wales are in second spot on goal difference behind Slovakia. It is very, very difficult, this group, with Wales, Croatia, Hungary, Croatia and Slovakia all on 3 points. Azerbaijan have 0. As for the world champions, 6 out of 6 for them. Turkey also 6 out of 6. Albania and Iceland both have 3 points. Andorra and Moldova yet to get off the mark. But what is in store for these bad boys? We'll take a look at it. Here are those fixtures and results for each one of those respective groups. Obviously, Germany will take on the Dutch on the 6th of September, but meanwhile, Germany will take on Estonia. We'll have a look at that one in just a second. As for Northern Ireland, they are away from home, it looks like, and they're going to be taking on Estonia and Belarus this couple match days. Over in the next one, Wales, as you can see, picked up a 1-0 victory over Slovakia. They'll also be taking on Hungary and Croatia this June. So if you want to take a full gander of those fixtures and results, pause the screen here and have a little look at it yourself. But anyway, I'm going to crack on and take a look at another couple tables here. Belgium obviously top their pops with 6 out of 6 for them, 2 victories out of 2. Russia, Kazakhstan, Cyprus and San Marino all have 3 points out of a possible 6. So very, very closely poised as that group. San Marino yet to get off the mark as well. Italy currently top their group with 6 out of 6. Greece, Bosnia have 4 points. Finland have 3. Armenia and Liechtenstein have yet to get off the mark. And again, here are those fixtures results and all that kind of good stuff as we head into matchday number 3, part 2. And here are those fixtures as we head forward. I will have the next batch of games for these guys in a couple of days' time. Obviously, matchday number 4, part 1, part 2, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, these games will be taking place on the 8th of June. That is a Saturday. So let's get cracking. Estonia will be taking on Northern Ireland, and Northern Ireland obviously started off tremendously with 6 out of 6 for them. Actually seeing it making it 9 out of 9 for them. 3 victories on the bounce with a 2-1 away win over Estonia. Meanwhile, Belarus will take on Germany. Obviously, Germany doing great as well, doing bits, beating the Dutch. I think they got 6 out of 6 as well, or at least, no, they got 3 out of 3. Just one game for the Germans. But they'll make another victory, 4-0 victory, away at Belarus. For the Germans, Croatia will take on Wales. Obviously, Croatia World Cup finals up against Wales. Wales over in Split. I'm guessing it's Split. I don't know. Yeah, I see the World Cup finalists getting a victory and Wales suffering a defeat, which will give them a bit of a difficulty as they try and kick on forward. Over in Group E as well, Azerbaijan will take on Hungary, and obviously Azerbaijan, Baku, the home of the Europa League final, which was a bit of a shambles. I see this as a 2-1 victory for Hungary away from home. This could also end up all square as well. It's a difficult one, but I'm going to side it with Hungary in the end. Over in Group H, Iceland take on Albania. Difficult one is this one. A lot of obviously Turkey, France running away with it. They're going to be duking it out as well in Group H. But Iceland, Albania, they're the battle for the 3rd place, or the bronze medal, I would say, in this one. Difficult one here. Obviously, Iceland have been doing well in recent years, but they will struggle. But I do see them picking up a 2-0 victory over Albania, over in Reykjavik. Moldova take on Andorra, also in Group H. Again, these two sides yet to get really kicking into gear. But I do think Moldova will pick up a victory, 1-0 in the end, to give themselves 3 points. Difficult one, this one in Group H. Both teams on 6 out of 6, 2 wins on the bounce. Turkey is a difficult place to go, and I don't see the World Cup champions picking up a victory. I see a lot of goals in it though. 5 in the end, 3-2 victory for Turkey, and that will give themselves command of Group H in this early stage. Over in Group I, Russia will take on San Marino. Obviously, San Marino, the chief whipping boys here, especially away from home. I think Russia will pick up a victory, easy 3-0 victory in the end. It could be more than that though. Belgium will take on Kazakhstan. Obviously, Belgium are going to run riot, I'm sure. 4-1 victory over Kazakhstan to give themselves another 3 points, and again into the driving seat in Group I. Scotland will be kicking off Steve Clarke's campaign with a match up against Cyprus over in Scotland, and I see a big old victory, 2-0 winners for Scotland, and again that should hopefully get themselves into the thick of things, and maybe, just maybe, they can try and get their qualifying campaign on the right track. Armenia will take on Liechtenstein over in Group J. This is the battle of the strugglers here. I do see Armenia though getting the victory at home, 2-1 victory over Liechtenstein. J, also in Group J, Finland up against Bosnia Herzegovina. This one is very difficult. Obviously, if it was the other way around and it was at Bosnia, I would fancy them, but over in Finland is a difficult one. I'm going to go with a draw, folks. I haven't predicted many draws, but I see one here, a 2-2 in the end. Points split right down the middle, and wrapping up this match day number 3, part 2. It will be Greece up against Italy. Obviously, Greece and Italy both fancy the chances in this group. Italy obviously doing the bits themselves, and I think they will, obviously former World Cup winners themselves, will go out with a 3-1 victory over Greece. To stick 3 more points at the top of Group J. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. But if you're new, smash the subscribe. I'm going to try and bring you up to date with all European 2020 qualifying campaigns with my very own predictions, boys. And if you want to catch me live, why don't you head over to Twitch? I have a link to that sucker in your description below, because I'm going to be predicting the outcomes of games involving the Copa America, the Gold Cup, and the African Cup of Nations. And we'll be doing it all live in front of you. So check the link out in your description below for Twitch. Twitch. And when you head over there, you'll see a schedule when I'm actually going to go live. And make sure you pay a little visit. We could talk about the Euros. We could talk about Champions League. We could talk about Premier League. We could talk about anything you like. Just make sure you pop over and say hello. And make sure you hit the old follow button over there. And speaking of hitting the old follow button, hit the old subscribe button here, boys and girls. I'll be predicting games from here into eternity. Obviously, the international focus is right now. But soon we'll be going back to Premier League and Champions League football predictions and all that kind of good stuff. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to also stick your own opinions. What do you think will happen this match day number 3, part 2? Do you think Scotland will get themselves a victory? Or do you think the Germans will get themselves another victory this time out? I want to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I want to know that. And also, we'll be back again for match day number 4, part 1, part 2 in the next couple of days. Lots of videos, lots of predictions. I want to hear what you want to say. Now the bottom. Yo! Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.